Erev Tov, Masechet Taanit, Davav Mubet. If you remember, yesterday we started and we mentioned as follows. We said, Elmaleh Rav Papa Abaye, says Rav Papa to Abaye. He comes and he says, people say, that if at the time when you open up the doors, which means early in the morning you open up the door, no? They come to Shachrit. Shachrit's at 8, you come at 7. No, that's the minhag that we have here. Yeah? Which means, right, that we have, when you're going to open up the doors, mitra, if it's going to come and it's going to rain, bar hamara, if a person is a bar hamara, it doesn't mean that he's the son of a hamor. It means that he's a hamor driver. So the bar hamara, moch sakah, ugane. What does that mean? Tekapel. Fold your bag of your grain that you're and go to sleep. Why? It's not going to help. Nothing's going to happen. So says the Gemara, Lakash has some question. Why is it not a question? He says it all depends whether it's going to be that there's a lot of clouds, meaning that the clouds are very, very strong. So then what happens is, if the ananim kivedim, so then it's going to be a beracha. However, though, if the ananim are not going to be kvedim, they're going to be very kalush, very weak, there's not a lot of clouds, so then it's not going to be a good rain. So I'm going to say, it's good that the month of Tevet is going to be an almanah. What does that mean? No rain. Yeah, view that. Right? It's good that the month of Tevet, no rain. So why? Some people say that way the people that are mitzvah Torah, they could come and learn. Meaning you're going to come and learn. There's no excuses. It's snowing, it's raining, it's this, it's too hot, it's too cold. No, you come in to learn. And some people say, what does that mean? Which means that it's not going to be makachi dapon. Makachi dapon means that if you have that the grain is moist, and all of a sudden you have a very strong wind of the winter, so then what happens is that it hits it and it makes it negative. That afterwards it's not going to help it even. So says the Gemara, any is it so? So what are you talking about? I thought that it's going to be good, the year of Tevet, right? If right now it's going to be all minuval, it's going to be all dirty all over the place, meaning that there's a lot of rain. So says the Gemara, question. If right now there's going to be the month of Cheshvan, which the month of Cheshvan there was a lot of rain, so therefore it's better that there's no rain during the month of Tevet. However, though, if it didn't come during the month of Cheshvan, the opposite, then you really do need that the month of Tevet is going to be very, very, very wet. If the rain rains on part of the Medina in one place, but part of it didn't, right? So what? There's no me'atzad et hashamayim. One more time. We're starting now. We're just going to start this part so that we understand what's going on. Sorry. Thank you. Says Rav Chasta, Geshamim, if they fall on part of the Medina, but in part of the Medina they don't fall, which means it rains in part of the country and it doesn't rain in another part of the country, there's no kelala. What do we explain yesterday? There's no curse, because even though in this part of the country there's no rain, as long as the other part of the country has rain, they will support the other side. Correct? One hand to the other hand. That's what we spoke about yesterday with the concept of the husband and the wife. Remember, one hand to the other hand. They're both of the same body, just different hands. So says the Gemara, any, is it so? And it says in a pasuk, we're talking about the famine that Hashem brought on Israel. And we said, Vegam anochi manati mikem et hageshem be'od shlosha chodashim lakatzid. And I stopped from you the rain with 3 months in the katzid, which means 3 months before the katzid, but then they needed a lot of rain, right? This is what they did. That all of a sudden Hashem stopped it. I put rain in one part of the city, and the other part of the city I didn't put the rain. One part of the city it's going to rain. The other side is going to become dry. Ve'amar Rabbi Yehuda, and says that Yehuda name Abraham, Shetehen. What is Shetehen? Both of them, which means the fact that it's not going to rain in one place and the fact that it is going to rain in another place, both of them are in the Klala. So you see from here that they're both going to be Kelala. So answers the Gemara, La Kashya, Ha-de-ata tuva, Ha-de-ata kedemi baele. What does that mean? The pirush of the pasuk in Amos is that when you're going to have a klala, which means that when it's going to start raining on the different places, right? It says if it's going to rain a lot, right? Then what's going to happen is that it's going to be a klala. But if it's going to be the exact amount that they need, right? So then it's going to be perfect, right? Even if it's not going to be in the other part whatsoever. So it all depends on the amount of rain. Meaning, if there's going to be such an abundance of rain, it's not good too much of the rain either. Right? Remember, not too much of anything is not good. So therefore, he comes and he says, if right now it's going to be too much of the rain, it's a klala. If it's going to be exactly what they need, it's actually going to be a beracha. Amar Ravashi says, Daika Nami, you could also deduce it from the pasuk in Amos itself. As it says, timater. When it says timater, it's tehem makom matan, which means that there's a lot of matan falling there. Shema mina, that's what we learn from here. So you learn from here that we're talking about when there's going to be a lot of rain. So Amar Rabbi Avu says Rabbi Avu, Mematai mevarechim ala geshamim. When are you going to make a bracha on the geshamim? When are you going to start blessing on the geshamim? Yeah? What does that mean? That means there was a beracha, they said, on the geshamim. Yeah, when it started raining, it will make a beracha. So when does it say, Masechet Taanit likrat kala? This is the proof also to the minhag when the chatan goes out to greet the bride. Right? Masechet Taanit likrat kala. Now what's the pshat here? How do you explain this? Yeah. We just had the six Haftarah, right? We have to do chazarot. Yeah, in the beginning of it. See? Much in the beginning. Fine. So says the Gemara, Ravashi says the fact that it says timater means that there's a lot of rain there. Shemamina, so that's what we're talking about there. There's going to be so much rain, it's not good. Right? And that's why it's going to be a curse. So therefore, again, one more time. If it's going to curse, if it's going to rain in one part of the Medina, in the other part of the Medina, it's not rain, it all depends. If it rains the exact amount that you need, so then it could be a bracha. Why? It's not a curse, because the part of that it got the rain, it'll come, it'll sustain another part. But if it rains too much in that place, and in the other place it doesn't rain at all, both of them are for a curse. Okay, that's what we just said. When are they going to come and make a bracha on the geshamim? When the chatan goes out to the kala. Remember, the chatan goes out to greet the kala and take her, and not everybody does it, but it's a beautiful minhag. Now, why? What is the connection? The connection is that he says over here is that when it starts raining, right, the rain does not actually get absorbed into the ground until the next drop is coming. So therefore, it's kilu that one drop is coming to the other drop and it doesn't get absorbed. Meaning, if it's going to be that it starts making like a puddle, it means that right now, if it's going to start raining, right, and it doesn't get absorbed into the ground, so then what happens is that you get a puddle. It doesn't get absorbed. So you have a puddle. So what happens is the next drop comes down and then it brings it back up, right? Because when it drops, oops, it drops and another drop comes up with it. So therefore, that's like the chatan, which is coming towards the kala. So that's when we start coming and making a bracha on the geshamim. What's the bracha? Right? Thank you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Thank you, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem our God. Al kol tipa v'tipa shorat alam. On every drop that you brought down to us. I still remember, right, when I was very, very young, I was in Israel, and there was many times in Israel, there's times of drought, there's not enough rain. They always used to say, the Kinyan is below, or this. So they used to come and say, Al kol tipa tima. Yeah, what does it mean? Mamash, every drop of rain was so important that they needed it, that you need even tears. Understand? So here it's mamash, you're thanking HaKadosh Baruch Hu on every single drop that he brought down. So Rabbi Yochanan said, and Rabbi Yochanan used to finish that bracha by saying Right? If right now our mouths was filled with shira, with song, like the sea. Our lishonot, our tongues, were songs. Kamun galab, just like all the waves in the sea. Right? Until you're not going to abandon us, and your good is not going to be abandoned. Your chesed baruch, which is blessed is Hashem is God, that He is the majority of the odot. So ask the Gemara, but it's only majority, not all. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us all the good. What does it mean only the majority? Rov. Rava says no. It's the Elmaleh, the God of thanks, which means that everything is included. The Amar Papa. Again, we have Papa. Yeah? Says Papa. Because of that, we say both of them. Elmaleh, the Rov Ha'odot. We say both. Why do we say both? To be mekayem both of the different things, which means that since together Rov Ha'odot and Elmaleh is mashma that all the Hodot, so that's why we come and we give that Kosh Baruch Hu on everything. It's not only just on the majority and on all, it's on everything that we thank Kosh Baruch Hu for everything. Then we continue with Hashem another day.